Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Akira, and as you can see from the title of this video, I'm going to be talking about body image, specifically my body image. I know by the title, you know, I hate my body. I don't really hate my body. I have disliked my body very strongly, but I don't hate my body. But in this journey that I'm on, this self-love, self-acceptance, you know, journey process that I've been on, I have really had to really confront the issues that I've had with my body. And I can remember from probably like 4th or 5th grade thinking like, oh, I need to go on a diet, I need to lose weight, I need to work out, I can't eat this, I don't need to eat that. And I promise you, like every day of my life since that time, every day of my life since then, I have thought about food and what I'm eating and how much I weigh and how much I need to lose and what I need to look like. Up until now, I'm 30 years old. So what was I, like 11 or 12? And I'm sure before that I even had those thoughts too. And I've realized now that I am older and I'm actually like looking into these things and my habits and stuff, that I've had a really complicated relationship with food and with my body. Always feeling like, you know, I'm a thicker girl, I always have been, but always feeling like, you know, I need to lose weight, or feeling like I'm too big, or feeling like I'm bigger than what I actually am. Because, you know, you always look back on pictures and stuff when you thought you were bigger and you like, dang, I wasn't even that big at that time, but the way you see yourself is so different. So yeah, I've had to think a lot about my relationship with diet culture and my body image and how I view myself. And I've dieted like a lot off and on throughout the years, and you know, worked out off and on, but it is always something that is just kind of like ruminating in my mind. It's like, oh, you can't eat a cookie today, you can't eat this, you need to cut out that, and you need to da. And it's just something that has been a trigger for my anxiety. I have found that is a big part, a big trigger for me for my anxiety, is like thinking about like body image and food and stuff. So nowadays I have made it a point to practice intuitive eating and eating the things that I like in moderation. Is something that works best for me. I have tried calorie counting. I've said I'm gonna be low carb, I'm gonna do keto, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And I'm telling you, especially calorie counting, that with my obsessive compulsive tendencies and my anxiety, I can't say anxiety disorder, that is a trigger for me. I'm the type of person, like, I'm an overthinker, and if it gets to something where I have to like overthink something like calorie counting, it triggers my anxiety and then makes me not want to do it, and then it'll make me not want to work out, and then I'll just start eating whatever I want to eat because it's just like I'm so anxious. Like I just want to go back to my comfort, and this is just too much. Calorie counting does not work for me at all. And having to think too hard about a diet just in general is like, it's just not for me, okay? So practicing intuitive eating, of course, like eating your fruits and your vegetables, you know, making healthy choices, not, you know, going crazy. But eating, you know, the things that I desire, eating, you know, good portions of food, making sure that you're eating all your food groups, or making sure that I'm eating all my food groups, and, you know, like I said, making sure I'm eating lots of fruits and vegetables, but also not overthinking it. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I just lost my train of thought, actually. But just not overthinking it. Like, I have to tell myself, like, every day, like, I am healthy. Like, I get up every day. I take myself to work. I walk. I work 8 hours a day. I can walk up some steps without getting winded. Like, I work out 3 or 4 days a week. Like, I have to remind myself that there's nothing wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with your body. You are a thicker girl. Like, that's just, it is what it is. And, you know, you'll be okay if you don't lose a pound this week or next week or the next. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't think, there are things in my body that I want to improve, just in the way that I look, the way that my clothes fit. But for me, it was getting to the point, and it has been at the point where it's like, oh, okay, I need to cut all this out, and I need to work out 6 days a week, and I need to do this, and I need to do that. And then when I like go overboard like that, and then I don't see the results I want to see, is, oh, well, this doesn't work. And I mean, it doesn't work, but it's like I go from one extreme to the other. And I have to remind myself that my body is okay the way that it is. I may want to improve, which is fine. I want to be healthy, which I am. But looking a certain way or looking like another person looks shouldn't be the goal. So just accepting I've been working on accepting my body for what it is, and not overthinking the process, the improvements. Making healthier eating choices, eating intuitively, eating the things that I like in moderation, the bad things, which, you know, I hate that we use like, oh, bad foods. Like, nothing, like, they're not bad foods if you are eating them in moderation, right? So that's just something I've really worked on, something I've really, or that I am working on, and it's just been on my mind pretty heavy, because I really have to talk to myself every day. Like, all right, you're beautiful, there's nothing wrong with your body, you're doing, you know, you're eating healthy, you're drinking your water, you moving, you know, the majority of the week, you're in the gym, or you're doing something active, your body is doing what it's supposed to do. And I, you know, have had to work on not comparing myself to other people. You know, you look on Instagram and you see the girls who, you know, have these super fit bodies, and it's like, dang, I want to look like that. I want to look healthy like that. But it's like, maybe your healthy might not look like that. And I, you know, that's an idea. Like, I just have to keep telling myself that over and over again. Not a few years ago, but maybe when I was like 22, 23, maybe 21, I had went on this whole like, oh, I'm only eating clean, and I'm not eating any sugar or any like anything pretty much. I had stopped eating bread, which, if you know me, it's like, bread is like, that's my best friend. I love bread. But I had stopped eating bread. I stopped eating sugar. I stopped eating red meat. And like, I was just completely clean. I was eating pretty much vegetables, and protein. I was working out 6 or 7 days a week. I lost like over 30 pounds. I was skin and bones. And I thought I was fat, at the beginning of that. And even after I lost all that weight, people would say, oh my gosh, you lost so much weight. I'd be like, really? Like, really? Like, girl, you almost lost 40 pounds. And I still, like, it didn't register to me like, you need to slow down. But I lost all that weight. I gained it all back because eating like that is not sustainable. Maybe it's sustainable for somebody, but it's not sustainable for me, okay? So that was a whole like merry-go-round I was on, like, oh, I need to eat clean. I can't eat this, I can't eat that. And I've realized over the years that if I am on a regimen that I cannot sustain, or no, I realized that I don't want to be on a regimen, on an eating pattern, I guess, that I cannot sustain. And I know for sure that in order to look like some of these pictures I see or people that I see, I would have to eat in a way that I am not going to be able to sustain. And then I have to ask myself, like, okay, so why would you want to do that? And then it's like, okay, she looks like that, but why do you want to look like that? That, like, she's her own person. Why are you comparing yourself to this person? So, excuse me. So it's been a real process for me to, first of all, stop comparing myself to other people, and also like not overthinking things and going overboard and feeling like, oh, well, I need to do this. I need to cut this out and do this and this, work out 7 days a week so that I can look a certain way. For what? For what? You starving yourself for what? You know, you're not eating, you're eating, you know, you're not eating until you're satisfied. You're eating something, you're still hungry an hour later, and you're eating something else when you could have just eaten a healthy meal, been satisfied, you know, and keep it moving. And it's like, the more that I restrict myself, like I was saying, the more my anxiety is triggered. And when my anxiety is triggered, it makes me want to eat more. So I really just had to learn, like I was saying, I feel like I'm rambling now, but it's fine. This is my YouTube channel. I just had to learn to just accept the way that I look, like accept what my healthy looks like. And, you know, like I mentioned, eating intuitively, eating until I'm satisfied, eating the things that are not the healthiest in moderation, and just letting my body do what it does. You know what I'm saying? Continuing to be active, continuing to work out, and just accepting myself for the thick person that I am. You know, I'm over trying to do extreme things to make my body look a certain way, because my mental health is, my physical health is important, but so is my mental health. And if I see that me doing these extreme things is affecting my mental health negatively, then what's the point? You might look better physically, but I'm going crazy in my head trying to, oh my gosh, I ate this many calories today. Oh my God, like, what am I going to do? I ate a cookie. What am I going to do? Rather than just making healthy decisions, remaining active, which is the important part, and just being who I am and just letting my body do its thing. And just having to realize that if I eat healthy, I'm drinking water, I'm active, I'm this, you know, everything is balanced, then my body is going to balance itself out, and it's going to look how it's going to look. And it is what it is. I'm not a bodybuilder. I'm not getting paid to look a certain way. So, you know, I'm just not trying to do all that. But it's a really complicated thing. It's not like a, you know, overnight, like, hey, this is just what it is. And I'm saying this now, but I still struggle with it. Like I said, every day I have to, like, say out loud to myself, like, you know, there's nothing wrong with you. I look in the mirror every morning and I like have to fight myself to be like, oh, I need to do this. I don't need to. No, like, no. You are beautiful. I have to tell myself that. Your body, there's nothing wrong with your body. I have to tell myself that every day. It's fine to want to improve. You know, like I said, I do. There are some pants that I want to fit a little differently. You know what I'm saying? And that will happen as long as I continue to make healthy decisions and continue to be active. And it's not going to make it easier for it to happen if I'm just like, ugh, I'm so fat and I'm this and I'm not eating any sugar and I'm not going to eat this and I'm not going to do this. And then, oh my God, if I have a cookie, I have to go to the gym for an hour and do this. And it's like, the more that I overthink it, the harder it's going to be for me to make the progress that I want to make. Accepting my body for what it looks like. Accepting myself for knowing that unless you do something extreme, like this is just your body type. You know what I'm saying? I have to accept that. I have to keep telling myself that. And I can't like overthink it. I keep saying that. I just can't overthink it. I can't do that because once my anxiety is triggered, I'm thrown all the way off. So I have to make a conscious effort to not trigger my anxiety, because if I do, then I'm about to go in there and eat a whole pack of cookies or something, because it's just like that makes me feel better. That brings me down, and I don't want to do that because it's counterproductive. So, you know, that was a whole rant and ramble. I probably said stuff 5,000 times, same thing, but it's just been on my mind. And I know that it's not just me. And I know especially Black women struggle with this. I'm talking to the Black women because I'm a Black woman. Because, you know, a lot of us are thicker. That's just how we are made. And it's like a lot of us go so hard and go so much to the extreme to try to be opposite of what is natural. And I've done that for so long. And I just got tired of just feeling like always just like, this like feeling around food and around diet and around exercise and body image. Like, I'm just tired. I'm just tired of it. And it's just like, as long as I'm healthy, you know, I'm not going to be perfect all the time. But as long as I'm healthy and I am able to remain active and I am able to make decisions about, you know, what I eat and drinking my water, like, I'm good. I'm good. You know, I'm just, you know, going with the flow, not going overboard. Still gonna eat the things that I like, but just accepting myself for who I am, controlling what I can control, and not being so worried about looking like somebody else or my body looking like somebody else's body. So yeah, I know I'm not the only one that struggles with it. So I kind of wanted to talk about it a little bit, and hopefully you will get something out of it, or you can share it with somebody who might get something out of it. Like, wanting to make changes to your body is fine. Wanting to improve is fine. Wanting to be healthier is fine. Wanting to be stronger is fine. Wanting your clothes to fit differently is fine. But when it gets to the point where it's overwhelming you and it's affecting your mental health because you want to look a certain way, because you see somebody else looks that way, or you feel like you should look, you know, a certain way, and it is making you miserable, or you're starving yourself, or you're triggering anxiety or depression, like, that's when you like have to step back and be like, okay, all right, like what's really the deal? And that's what I had to do. I had to step back and be like, okay, why does it make me feel like this when I think about food or when I think about my body? Like, I really had to step back and look and be like, you know what, enough. Like, I'm fine the way that I am. I want to improve, but it's not going to happen if I keep talking about myself or thinking about myself in a negative way. So that's where I am right now. I don't hate my body. I don't dislike my body. I accept my body for where it is. And, you know, we'll see how it improves. But even if it doesn't improve, I'm healthy, I'm good, I'm happy, and I'm going to continue to work on accepting myself, on intuitive eating, and not just not overthinking. So I've talked for 20 minutes, y'all. I didn't mean to talk for 20 minutes. But yeah, hopefully you guys got something out of this and learned a little bit more about me. Working on being open and vulnerable, baby, 2021. And this is very open and vulnerable, y'all. So yeah, thank you for watching my video. Like, share, and subscribe. Watch my other videos. I still have my locks under here, y'all. Struggle city. But go watch my lock. I have my starter lock video and then my first retwist video, so go watch that. More videos to come. And just share this with your people, and love y'all. Be safe.